Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my Southern Kitchen. My name is Ellen. Mother's Day is right around the corner, and I've got a great treat to share with y'all that'll be perfect for Mother's Day brunch or any brunch. Are y'all a fan of cinnamon rolls? Well, we're going to give this classic a twist. How does orange sweet rolls sound? That's right, sugar. So today's recipe, I'm going to share with y'all some orange sweet rolls completely from scratch. And my friends, these are so simple and easy to make. The bomb.com delicious and loaded with fresh orange flavor, frosted with an orange cream cheese glaze. Oh, my mouth's watering. Everybody's going to love and enjoy these. And once you taste these, you'll never buy the canned orange rolls again. And I'll post a complete recipe along with the instructions down in the description box below. Also, check out my previous video, No Bake Cherry Cheesecake. I'll post the link to that down in the description box below. So grab your flour, your yeast, and your oranges, sugar, because we're about to bake some orange rose magic in my Southern kitchen. Here we go. Alright, my friends, the first step we're going to do is prep our orange. On my cutting board, I have a large navel orange, and we need the zest. Going to use my box grater, or you can use a microplane. Make sure you use the small rims and only zest the orange, not the white, otherwise it'll be bitter. Alrighty, my orange is nice and zest. Now we need 2 tablespoons of the juice, and make sure you roll it to get a juicier orange. Okie dokie, I got my 2 tablespoons of fresh orange juice and my orange zest on this plate. Now we're going to set them aside. Let's work on our dry ingredients. I'm using bread flour for this recipe, or if you like, you can use all-purpose flour. We need 4½ cups. So we're going to start with my 1 cup measurement and fluff it up like so. Using my butter knife, we're going to level it off. Voila, perfect cup. And we're going to pour it into my large bowl. We need 3 more cups. Just repeat the process. That's 2. Three. And 4. So that's 4 cups. Now we need a ½ cup. And a perfect ½ cup. So that's our 4½ cups of bread flour. Into our bread flour, we're going to add in 1 envelope, which is 2 1/4 teaspoons of instant dry yeast. Next, we're going to add in a 1/4 cup of packed light brown sugar. Gotta sweeten it. And 1 1/4 teaspoons of kosher salt. Going to whisk these dry ingredients together until they're well combined. Okie dokie, dry ingredients are done. Now we're going to set them aside while we work on our wet ingredients. I'm using my stand mixer, or you can use an electric hand mixer with a large bowl. And in the description box below, I'll put the directions on how to make it using your hand mixer. Going to start it off using my paddle attachment. We're going to add in 1 cup of warm sweet milk, which is Southern talk for whole milk, and I warmed it to 110 degrees. Into the warm milk, we're going to add in our orange zest, our freshly squeezed orange juice. Again, that's 2 tablespoons. Next, we're going to add in 1 extra large egg at room temperature, 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter that I melted and cooled, 1 teaspoon of pure orange extract, and 1 capful, which is a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Going to mix these together on medium speed until they're well incorporated. Alright, my friends, time to knead the dough. I switched from the paddle attachment to the dough hook. We're going to add in the flour mixture a little at a time on low speed. All right, last of the flour. We're going to knead it until the dough pulls away from the bowl and is stretchy. I'll bring you back. All right, my friends, this is what the dough looks like. You see how it pulls away from the bowl? That's exactly what we want. And it's nice and stretchy. It ain't sticking to my fingers. That looks great. Now we are ready to place the dough into our bowl. Got my large bowl here, and before we put the dough in, I'm going to spray it generously with cooking spray so that way our dough won't stick. You can also brush it with oil if you like. Going to rub the dough all over the cooking spray. Alrighty, now it's time to cover it. Going to cover it using my clean kitchen towel, or you can use plastic wrap. Going to place it in a warm place. I'm going to place mine in the oven with the pilot light on, or you can place yours in the microwave. It's going for its first rise. Going to proof it until it doubled in size, about 2 hours. And while the dough is doing its thing, let's make our orange cinnamon sugar filling to put in the middle. In my medium bowl, I have a half a cup, which is 1 stick, or 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and it's soft to room temperature, or you can use salted butter, just omit the salt. Into our butter, we're going to add in 1 cup of packed light brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and a pinch of kosher salt, and the zest of a medium large orange. Give these a stir until they're well blended. Alrighty, and just that quickly, our orange cinnamon sugar filling is done. Nothing like the smell of cinnamon and orange. Smells wonderful. Now we are going to set this aside. Our dough is just about risen. Before I take it out of the oven, I'm going to spray my pan. I have a 9 by 13 inch baking pan, so that way our rolls won't stick, or you could grease them with butter. Perfect. Now let's check on our dough. Alright, my friends, our dough has risen. Look how nice and big that is. So now I'm going to punch a hole in the center to release the air. Going to lightly dust some bread flour onto my work surface, not too much. Plop my dough down and knead a few times. Oh, you can tell these going to be fluffy and tender. This dough is soft and squishy like a pillow, and you can see the specks of orange zest. So now I'm going to dust some flour onto my rolling pin and roll the dough to a 15 by 10 inch rectangle. Alrighty, now I'm going to use my hands to flatten it. So now we're going to add on our orange cinnamon sugar butter and spread it evenly all over the dough, leaving a clean border around the edges. Alright, my friends, now we're going to gently roll the dough into a tight log farthest from you, from the longest side with the seam side down. Pinch the seam to seal in the edges. Okie dokie, now it's time for the fun part, cutting them into rolls. I'm going to use my bench scraper, or you can use a bread knife or unscented dental floss, cutting them crosswise into 12 rows. Just like that, pretty roll, and place it onto my prepared baking pan. And as soon as I get through cutting my rolls, I'll bring you back. Alright, my friends, I am through cutting my rolls, and I got them all onto my pan. Nothing like the smell of yeast. So now they're going for a second rise. This time I'm going to cover them using a damp kitchen towel, so that way when they rise, they won't get crusty around the surfaces. Going to let them proof again until they doubled in size, about 1 hour. All right, my friends, it's been 1 hour. They have risen. See how nice and big they are? Now it is time to put these gorgeous rolls in the oven. Oven's preheated to 350 degrees. Going to let them bake for about 20 minutes. Your house is going to smell amazing. And I'll bring you back. My friends, I wish y'all was in the kitchen with me. The aroma smells incredible up in this kitchen. Nothing like the smell of fresh orange or anything citrus. Smells so spring and summer. I just taken them out of the oven. See how nice and golden brown they are? So now we are going to let them rest for about 10 minutes. And while they're resting, let's make our orange cream cheese glaze. In my measuring cup and sifter, we're going to add in 1.5 cups of powdered sugar and a pinch of kosher salt. And sift these together, or you can whisk them if you like. Into our powdered sugar, we're going to add in 4 ounces, which is half of an 8-ounce block of full-fat cream cheese that I'll let come to room temperature, nice and soft. Next, we're going to add in 3 tablespoons of fresh orange juice, a half a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, and a fourth of a teaspoon of pure orange extract. Going to cream these together on medium speed until they're well blended. My apologies, my friends. I forgot to add in one more ingredient. A fourth of a cup, which is a half a stick, or 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter that I melted and cooled. You can also use salted butter, just omit the salt. And mix. Alright, my friends, our orange cream cheese glaze is done. Look how thick and creamy that is. Excellent. So now it's time to give our sweet rolls some sugar. And the rolls are still a little warm, so it will melt in there real slowly and good. So now we are going to spread the glaze all over the rolls like so. And get the sides so all that yummy glaze can just ooze down in there. Okie dokie, my friends. Our rolls are nice and glazed. Now we're going to add on some orange zest. Just sprinkle them right on top. After all, these are orange rolls. Just like that, aren't they pretty? And there you have it, my friends. Homemade orange sweet rolls. Don't that look good? So now I'm about to fix me up a plate and give it a taste. All right, my friends, I got my plate right here. Now it is time for the best part, the tasting. Here we go. Look how soft and tender this roll is. Gorgeous texture. Look at that. Please have a bite. It's so moist and pillowy, it just melts in your mouth, bursting with orange goodness. I can taste all the orange flavors from the rolls to the glaze, and the orange cinnamon sugar filling inside is spot on. And I love that pop of freshness from the orange zest on top. These orange sweet rolls are phenomenal, my friends. Please give this recipe a try. This deserves another bite. Yum-o. Orange roll-licious. My friends, many thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video recipe, please give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And for more Southern magic in my kitchen, hit that subscribe button and click on the bell so that way you'll be notified when my new videos come out. Also, follow me on social media, Facebook, Ellen's Homemade Delights, and Instagram at Ellen Delights. And please send me an email, ellenshomemadedelights@gmail.com. I would love to see your beautiful creations with my recipes. And I'll see you next time. Let's eat. Much love and happy Mother's Day.